Start your engines. What's good, y'all?
What up?
How you feeling? Yo,
What up?
You look mad serious. Like shit's going down over there.
We're in the midst of one of those sickness cycles with the kids and us and
Shit.
adults.
Okay.
And it always happens when we're like, man, it's been pretty good lately. We haven't had
Yeah.
any sickness in the home. And then
Don't you
the
know
next
never to say
day,
that?
yeah, you can't say that, dude. Like legit, you can't say that.
Yeah.
And then the kids get sick, and you're like, oh, well, I don't feel anything, so I think my immune system's good now. And then the next day, you wake up banged up. So today, I woke up banged up.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
not fun. We've been
Sucks.
struggling with that since October. Some wild, like my oldest daughter's got like asthma, which she hasn't had in forever from some infection that we think might have been RSV, but don't really know.
That new
Right.
white lung pneumonia that's floating around.
Is that what they
Which is
call
like
it?
the dry cough.
Yeah,
It's whatever knocked China out recently.
Huh.
I guess that's what they call it, because there was a big respiratory thing that happened there not too long ago. And then I saw on the news that Mass and Ohio, I think, are catching cases of it now. It's probably more floating around, but who knows, man?
Yeah,
There's so
my
much shit
daughter's
floating
been
around.
definitely been she had like a dry cough. It wasn't like a full blown like cold or flu. It's just like this. She's just cough attacks, and then other parents were telling me that their kids were having that same issue too. So
yeah, we're fucking up. Society is all messed up.
Yeah, man. Hey, E, we were supposed to remind you of, was it Sanopi?
Yeah.
Oh
What's up
yeah.
with Santa?
Oh my god, bro.
That sounds like a really dirty situation.
I had one of those like situations that you see in like movies happen, So, my wife is all about like the Santa pictures and the dress, getting dressed for pictures and type of stuff. And so she wanted to take the kids to take picture with Santa in the mall, which is whatever, that's normal,
Yeah.
But she dresses them up like, all cute and stuff. And we go, it's my mom. We bring our mom because we're going to eat dinner right after in the mall. So we bring my mom, which is always an added layer of like anxiety.
Okay.
For you?
For everybody, because my mom just, she kind of adds that extra oomph to the situation.
Right.
Then the kids, being dressed up like nice, kind of sometimes is a little nerve-wracking too, to keep them, together for the photo. And then me and my wife. And so my wife makes an appointment for it. So you think, okay, we're gonna go knock out the picture and then go eat dinner, and good night for everybody. The kids, my daughter was excited to take the picture with Santa. My son, not so much. Boom, we get there. Okay, we got an appointment. We see a line on one side. We're like, we got an appointment. We good. No, that's the line for the appointments.
God. It's
right?
like the doctor's office.
And this is in the
you
middle
have an
of the
appointment,
mall.
but you still wait for
right
30 minutes.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right, cool. Now we're like, damn, we got to wait in this line. So, of course, as we're waiting, we start to notice that the families ahead of us first, it seems like nothing's happening next to Santa, like no movement. We're like, what's going on here? But what we started to notice is that this one family that was there when we got there, these people were having a full-blown photo shoot. Like the mom in that situation was like, all right, now you move here. Now hold this prop. Oh, no, I don't like that picture. Take another one. Oh, no, look over here. And then like they were there for like half an hour to 40 minutes taking pictures with Santa. Like, I'm like, don't these people have a protocol where each family gets 10, 15 minutes tops, and you out of here? No. It was 30, 40 minutes per family because they're doing full-blown photo shoot, with kids, with the parents, without the parents, with one kid, one other kid. It was wild, bro. So then we're there, and something that we thought was going to be 15, 20 minutes tops turns into being in the line for like an hour. Right?
Wait, did y'all have to pay for this? Or is this like a free thing?
Well, you got to pay for the photos once you get them. You got to pay for the package.
Got it.
Right? So, and that's the problem. That's the thing. Then they're trying to upsell people, and the employees are a little slow at it, and they're like, going through pictures. This is just a mess. So we finally are like right at the front. The family in front of us goes in to start taking their pictures. About an hour has passed. We're standing. The kids are restless. My mom's already pissed at us and went to sit down because she said we're criticizing her too much. And my son's like, I gotta go pee pee.
Oh snap!
And my wife is like, oh no. We next. Like you can hold it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he could hold it. Like you don't know how long this family's gonna take. And she's like, no, he could hold it. Papa, you could hold it. You could hold it. We're telling him you could hold it. And he's like moving his legs like, I gotta go pee pee. And we screwed up because we didn't make him go to the bathroom before we left the crib. But we didn't think this was gonna take so long either, you know?
Hours a long time to wait.
A long time, dude.
Yeah.
So and then like I said, that family in front of us just went in. So that could easily go anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I told my wife, I don't know. I think I should take him to the bathroom. She's like, I don't think you should. I said, I think he's, we might have an accident if we don't take him to the bathroom. So finally, I just pulled the trigger. I'm like, I'm taking him to the bathroom. I feel bad for my son standing here waiting and, moving around, wiggling, feeling that right. discomfort. And God forbid he pees himself in the middle of this Santa situation. Like, so I'm like, no, I'm going to take him. So I scoop him up and I go towards the food court in the mall where I know for sure there's bathrooms. And I see family bathroom. So I go, it's all the way at the back end of the food court. I go to the family bathroom and boom, boom, it's locked. I'm like, all right, do I wait for this or not? And then I on the other side of the food court is the regular bathroom. So I'm just going to take them to the regular bathrooms. So, because now I'm rushing also because I got to get back because my wife was like, I don't want to have to like tell the next family to go in front of us. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. Well, so I'm like, I don't want to piss my wife off. I want to get there back on time. So I rush into the bathroom, the other bathroom, and it's packed. It's packed. Every stall. My son's looking at like the stand-up urinal, like, I'll do that. And I'm like, bro, you're not ready for that yet, Yeah. And of course the dude's like, Drink Champs? And I'm like, oh my God.
Are you serious, man?
So then a stall opens up right when the dude like says that. I go into the stall. The toilet is disgusting. The floor is dirty, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to stand him up, but I'm gonna have to like hold him. So as I'm pulling his pants down and I'm putting him up to the thing, he just starts peeing uncontrollably. And like I'm trying to like lean him a certain way, but his wiener was tilted a certain. So he peed his poor guy.
You don't help him direct it, like.
I'm not gonna grab his wiener, bro.
Yo, I don't know. Sometimes dire straits, bro.
I know. I hear you. And maybe I should have, but I try not to do that. I don't know. I don't do that.
I get it.
I'm telling him, grab your joint. And he's like,
that shit is like,
But I get it. I should have probably done something drastic, but he was wearing it was like a sweatpants outfit. It was like a Winnie the Pooh holiday sweatpants outfit. So imagine that material. Pees the pants. Pees his socks, pees his underwear, pees into his boots, the whole thing. And I'm just like, and there's a packed bathroom outside.
Can't wait to hear what your wife's reaction
to
this
is. I'm like, but honestly, dude. And then he starts crying. And then, like,
feeling bad.
Like, I felt so bad for him. That really for me, it was him. Like, I don't care about me. I feel bad for him. So I'm like, I just like, Papa, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But it's not okay. He's drenched. He's drenched, dude. So I'm like, it's gonna be okay. So I pull up his pants, and I'm like, I could sit here and try to dry him with the toilet paper, but at the same token, I'm like, let me just try to get back because this, and then on top of that, we missed this photo shoot, even though it could go either way now when she sees him. So I just scoop him up, and for the sake for him not to look crazy or feel like people are looking at him crazy, I just wrap his legs around me. But now I'm getting drenched.
You got back pee now.
I got a bunch of piss on me, but I'm holding it to hide it from people so they don't see his piss.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got you, man. And I walk with him back and then my wife sees me like, oh yeah, you made it back in time. Like these people were about to go. And I go, nah.
Psych.
Didn't make it in time anywhere. And then I go, he peed himself. She's like, what? And then like I kind of show her a little bit. He's like, oh my good. We can't do this. We can't. And I'm like, no. We could do this because the color of his outfit was like a beigey brown. And yeah, the pee, you could see it if you look at it. But I mean, he's going to sit down. It's a baggy, like, little sweatsuit type vibe. Ain't nobody going to really see that. Really, really. Unless they looking at his crotch like that. So I'm like, he's fine. Take the pictures. let's just do it. We're here already. And he had cried, so I wiped his, and I go, Papa, don't worry, we're gonna take care of things. I'm gonna get you dry clothes, but let's just take this picture and let's get out of here. And I sit him down. He takes like a trooper though, man. After I wiped his tears, he takes the pictures. He smiles. Poor guy's sitting in a puddle of piss.
Hold on, wait. Is he sitting on Santa's lap?
No.
Oh,
but he's
man,
sitting on the couch.
Amazing.
Sitting on the couch, and somebody else probably had to sit on after.
Damn.
But it all wasn't more on the front side. I don't think it was much on the back side. So he takes the pictures, and then after he's done, we're making it snappy. We're like, we're not getting in the pictures. We're not taking up. But we even said like we're done, and they were like, no, the kid didn't even look at the camera. We got to take another one. I'm like, oh my God, hurry up. Then my son comes back to me, and again I scoop him up so people don't have to see his wet clothes, put them back on me. But I have this huge wet mark, and I smell like urine.
Oh.
And as that's happening, and then my mom walks up and she's like, "What happened?" And I'm telling her, she's like, "Oh, you see it?" And I don't know what she was saying, that you see something.
Right.
And a little girl runs up to me at that moment and says, "Hey, are you a DJ?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "What's your name?" I'm like, EFN. And then she goes, "It's him," and turns back, it's him. And a full-blown family with a dad smiling walks up to me, and they're like, "Oh," and she's like, "Yeah, I wasn't." The dad was like, "I wasn't sure, And she said she'll find out for me. Oh man, I love the show. Boom, boom, we're going crazy." And then I'm like, I feel bad because and I'm like, I'm not into it right now, like to talk, but I'm trying to be cool, like not their fault. So I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for."
Dude, I'm full of piss right now.
No. Listen. Then the dude's wife says, "Take the picture with him." No, take the picture with him. And I'm like, this picture. First of all, it's not gonna work out because I'm gonna have a big wet spot in the picture, and it's just not good. I'm about to say no, right? But I don't want to out my son. Like I don't, because my wife was like, "You should have just told them what had happened." I'm like, I don't want to put my son on Front Street right now if I don't have to. Like he understands what's going on, my son. So the wife is like, "Take the picture with him." And I don't know what, and this is where I'm going to say this is a true fatherhood situation. I don't know if the dad caught the vibe or not, but shout out to him because he was like, "No, I'm good. It's good, man. It was great to meet you. A big supporter of the show." And she's like, "Take the picture." He's like, no, we're good. Like, maybe he just sees that I'm with my family or whatever.
Or he smelled you. And he's like, "Nah, I'm not trying to get to."
Or maybe he smelled me. So I just want to say shout out to that dude. On some fatherhood vibe, because I felt like he felt the energy or the vibe of, like it wasn't the right time, and he didn't make it more awkward than it needed to be. And he shut it, shout out to his wife too, trying to make the picture happen. And I would have gladly taken the picture, but it just, my poor son and me, we just were not in the right situation for it.
I think he caught the vibe though. I think he was like, "Yeah, I'm not taking a picture with DJ PFN." How do you keep your cool through that? Because I'm sure it was hectic, and I'm sure everybody's emotions are flying around. But like, because it was like multiple micro situations. Right, in a very short period of time. Like,
well, let me actually quickly finish the whole story. Then,
oh my bad.
Then the idea was, then my wife was like, "Well, we're gonna still have dinner because everybody's now hangry,
Yeah.
And we love this restaurant that we're about to go to that's there, and everybody was excited to go eat there. So she's like, "Well, we're gonna have to go buy clothes for him. I'm gonna have to buy a shirt in the mall." But then it turns out that the two places where we would buy shirts is, for the clothing for him is on one far reach side of the mall, and where I need to go is on the other side of the mall. And I'm like, I don't want to like separate, and I don't want to walk around with a piss shirt. At least together we are hiding each other. And I was just like, I told my wife, it's Christmas madness in there. I told my wife, "You know what? Fuck this, bro. Like let's just take this. So let's go home and change, and then go eat around the crib." And at first, my wife was a little upset, but long story short, then my kids, they love Bonefish Grill, right? So then Bonefish is right by the crib. So then the kids were mad, like, "We're leaving, we're hungry." We're like, "No, we're gonna go to Bonefish." "Oh, okay, that's fine." And then,
right.
My daughter's like, "That's cool." Then Bonefish ends up being 2-packed. That doesn't work. So we end up at this Peruvian restaurant next to Bonefish, which everybody was like not necessarily excited to go to, but in the end of it all, there was some live music. I had some cheladas, and we all ended up having a really good time. The kids, watching the live musician. It was like a karaoke type of vibe with a musician guy that was doing whatever songs people were throwing at him. And we ended up having a really good time that we didn't expect to have at that restaurant. And so it all ended well. And my son got changed. We both changed at the crib.
Jesus. So 2 things. 1, Fly Dad wipes help a lot.
Yeah.
The bag in
Yeah.
those situations. But
I didn't take a bag with me, bro.
Of course you're not. Why would you take it? You're going to take pictures. Like, I wouldn't take it either.
Yeah.
There's no need for a change of clothes when you're already decked out to take these pictures. But yo, how do you keep it together? Because I'll be the first. Like, there was a few moments where while you were talking, I was like, yo, like holding your son while he's trying to pee. I could have easily seen myself screaming at him because he's not holding it, or like, trying to maneuver in that moment. It didn't sound like you went there. Like,
I got a little bit like yo.
yeah.
But honestly, dude, I think that I mean, maybe other people could tell you this about me better than I could tell you about myself. But I think that when shit really hits the fan is when I get as calm as possible, because I'm just like, it's already as bad as it's gonna get. What's the point of getting crazy? Like, I'll get crazy before something gets bad.
Yeah.
In anticipation of something getting bad. But once it's all going down, I try to like zen it out, because it's like we're already in the thick of it, Like, once he peed himself, I just looked at him like, I got you, bro. Like, I got you. We're gonna deal with this. Like, we both gotta go and face the world right now. Both of us are pissed.
Crazy?
It was crazy. Art Basel, Miami. Talking about Art Basel, Miami. Another side little story is in that same weekend, I take my kids, my gym, right?
Yeah.
Take my kids to my gym, and there's this couple there, and the lady takes a picture. She's like, yo, can I take a flick with you? Which is a little weird in that situation, because we're just playing with our kids and it's my gym.
Right.
And we take a pic, and there's like nothing behind. I don't know if she did it on purpose, but she took a pic where there was nothing behind us, like just a wall. And then she posted, and she's like, hashtag Art Basel Miami. We're in my gym in Kendall. Like, hashtag Drink Champs, hashtag Art Basel Miami. But shout out to her for being a supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I ain't mad at it. I fake it till you make it.
Yeah. I guess you gotta let those kids go to the bathroom early.
We usually
when they gotta do it, you just gotta be like, even if it's annoying.
They always fight it.
I've learned, like, as soon as you see the wiggle, it's like, nah, we gotta take care of this now.
It's so hard to remember, right? Because like everybody's on the move so quick,
Right.
like it's hard. I mean, that hour on the line though, like,
That's tough.
Man.
Nah, that's what screwed us up, man. I was so pissed at that, the way they organized that whole thing. And you could tell the employees were upset too. They were like annoyed by people, because people were like, yo, what is this? What's going on here? Yeah, it was wacky, man.
I think like when we go out to eat, for whatever reason, as soon as the food comes, my son then decides it's time to go to the bathroom.
Oh, my kids do that all the time. They're like, I don't have to pee. I don't have to pee. I don't have to pee. Food arrives. I gotta pee.
Right.
The best is when they got to take a shit.
Are they? All right, let me ask you a question, because I have shit stories that are not like fun. Well, I guess maybe they're never fun, but how long does it take? Do you have a kid that takes really long to take a shit, especially when you're out in public?
I mean, I don't know what you constitute as long.
It's like for kids. It's like for kids, you got to kind of remind, like, hey, this is not home shit time. This is like, make it fast.
Yeah, this is like not 5 pieces of shit. No, this is a one shitter quitter.
Right.
I let them do whatever they got to do, bro. Because got to get it all out of them. So I really don't rush them.
Yo, we used to go to restaurants, bro, and it was like clockwork. Like, to a point where I was like, yo, she's doing it on purpose. It would be like the food would get there. Oh, I gotta use it. All right, cool, go. As soon as I knew it was number 2, yo, can you put this in it to go? Because it's not. And it'd be 40 minutes strong in that bitch. Like, and I'm like, yo, honey, this can't be, to the point where I thought there was something wrong. I was like, we need to go to the doctor and see if there's something going on that we're just not aware of because it doesn't feel normal. And now my son, bro, this dude, he doesn't take long in the bathroom, but every time we go to church, he could pee right before we leave the house. As soon as we sit down in that pew and the priest is about to go preach the gospel, yo, my man's like, gotta go use the bathroom. Out. 8-10 minutes, and I'm hawking him. I'm like, sometimes I get up and I'm like knocking on the door, like, yo, what's up? You all right? Yeah, no. And him, we're gonna start a show one day because this dude goes to every bathroom I feel on the planet. We've talked
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
you told him.
And he rates these joints.
and
So I'm like, yo, come on, dog. Like at some point we gotta chill.
he's going to that bathroom by himself. You're not going with him.
So yeah, so I'm letting him go a little bit more often by himself, but I'm like 2.
Does he take a
3
device
minutes.
with him?
Nah. Well, he has this little like watch.
Right.
But that was the other thing. I'm like, yo, what are you doing in the bathroom? Are you playing in that motherfucker? Like, what? It's not so much imagination that you can actually use the bathroom to like play, right?
Could it be nerves?
Nah, it's not nerves.
I used to go to the bathroom in like public settings because of my nerves.
Fundamentally,
that happens to my son.
Fundamentally, if it's, for example, church, he is looking to shrink the time that he has to sit in that pew. That's what he has.
Oh, so you think he's using that as like a break?
Yeah, bro, exactly. Like, yo, all right, I just endured. Granted, like, yo, Catholic mass is boring, bro. Like, I don't blame anybody.
If they're speaking in Latin, what the hell?
Nah, we ain't on that tip. But still, like, I get it. But man, sometimes you just gotta hold the fort down and take it, bro, because it's too much.
So yeah, guys, any holiday stories so far for you guys?
Nah, I can't even. Jesus, I can't believe the holidays are right around the corner.
Right here, baby.
Well, we tried to hide the gifts so that they're all coming from Santa, and I left the garage door open, the wrong garage door open, and my daughter.
Oh, they saw everything. Oh shit! It's getting harder and harder to figure out gifts, though. I will say.
Yeah,
there's like less and less that my son's interested in. Like he's going through that new phase of like shit that he used to like, kind of likes, but not that many. Like he doesn't even know what he likes right now. So now I'm like,
I feel like it's more about just the idea of gifts rather than them really liking so much the gifts.
We didn't get our kids any gifts this year. I think everybody's going to.
What?
I think they're going to stop believing in Santa this year on account of us not getting shit. Because normally it's like, these are mom and dad's gifts for you guys. This is what Santa brought. Like we did it all of it because we're going on a holiday cruise next week.
Okay, so that's the gift.
Gift.
So just say Santa went on a holiday cruise.
So there is one little thing we're gonna give them on Christmas Day just to open up because we're gonna be on the ship. And I'm like, how are we gonna explain this? Because Santa made a pit stop on a cruise ship and dropped it off. But yeah, we normally we don't tell our kids where we're going when we go on our vacation. We like try to wait till the day we're leaving, wake them up, like, yo, get your shit, we gotta go. Like it's a regular day, but then surprise them on the way to the airport or whatever. This time we let them know a little bit before, so about a week in advance. And we made a game of it. Like we played hangman and they had to guess like the phrase, and then once they got all of it, we unveiled, like I made some t-shirts for the cruise for our family, and then we like showed them the shirts and they were like, oh, like they got hyped. But we was like, yo, you guys get 2 questions each and that's it. After that, we don't want to hear it, because the problem with telling them too early is they're gonna be killing us with all the questions and like, what about this and that? We don't want none of that.
Right.
So they got their 2 questions out and they're still trying to figure out how to ask more questions now. But at least now, like we can prep together. They understand like the value of having this opportunity, this cruise. But what they're not, hopefully, they won't see this for the cruise. So they don't know that it's like a bigger extended family that's going with us. So there's gonna be like 20 of us going on this thing.
Wow,
And
that's dope.
yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. But it's going to rock the boat, no pun intended, around like the whole Santa thing, because our youngest is still kind of like, Santa. And my son, to some degree, he try to play like he knows. I mean, he knows, but I think there's like a slight little bit of hope in his mind that Santa's still around.
Mm.
How about you? Santa still around for you, Kay?
Probably not. I think he.
You just don't talk about it?
Yeah. I mean, I think he mentioned, he's like, yeah, he goes, I know, I've known Santa's not real for a long time. When we're like, well, how do you know? He's like, I know you get those gifts for me. So, but we still like to get him gifts and shit. So,
yeah, I think we ruined it with that garage mistake with my daughter.
I saw this dope post. I think it might have been on Facebook of like how a father had the conversation with his son that wanted to know, like, yo, dad, level with me. Like, is Santa real or not? Type of thing. I'm gonna read it real quick. Hopefully you guys don't get bored. But I think it's a dope way if you're kind of caught up in that situation now where you're like, yo, I think they're on the fence and they may not know or whatever, or that you think they know. Like, I thought this was a cool way to address it. So the son goes, Dad, I think I'm old enough now. Is there a Santa Claus? The dad says, okay, I agree that you're old enough. But before I tell you, I have a question for you. You see, the truth is a dangerous gift. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. Once you know the truth about Santa Claus, you will never again understand and relate to him as you do now. So my question is, are you sure you want to know? Son goes, yes, I want to know. Dad goes, okay, I'll tell you. Yes, there is a Santa Claus. The son goes, really? Dad goes, yes, really. Not an old man with a beard in a red suit. That's just what we tell kids. You see, kids are too young to understand the true nature of Santa Claus. So we explain to them in a way that they can understand. The truth about Santa Claus is that he's not a person at all. He's an idea. Think of all those presents Santa gave you over the years. I actually bought those myself. I watched you open them and did it bother me that you didn't thank me? Of course not. In fact, it gave me great pleasure. You see, Santa Claus is the idea of giving for the sake of giving without thought of thanks or acknowledgement. When I saw that woman collapse on the subway last week and called for help, I knew that she'd never know that it was me who summoned the ambulance. I was being Santa Claus when I did that. The son says, "Oh, Dad. So now that you know, sorry." The son says, "Oh." Dad says, "So now that you know you're a part of it. You have to be Santa Claus too now. That means you can never tell a young kid the secret, and you have to help us select Santa presents for them. And most importantly, you have to look for opportunities to help people. Got it?" So I wish I could give credit because I don't even know who wrote that, but I thought that was like a dope way when the kid is of age to understand all of that, to kind of explain it and kind of not have it be black and white. Like, nah, Santa doesn't exist. Like, I think it sends a really dope message.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh.
I like it.
All right, guys. I know this is a short one. Happy holidays to everyone. And make sure
we don't have an episode before Christmas.
Wait, I think next week.
don't know.
Yeah, next week we got an episode. No, you're out. All right.
I'm not gonna be around, but that doesn't mean y'all can't.
You're gonna be with Santa Claus.
Right.
On a cruise ship.
Right. All right, we'll figure it out.
But in any case, this is gonna drop the week-ish of Christmas. So happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays.
And tell a friend about the fatherhood, damn it. All right. Peace.
Pizza.